Well, it's Wednesday, and as promised, I am back. I don't really want to be here though. I'm having a shit ass day. It's been a rough week. I'm over this lockdown. Leche needs to announce that the kids are going back to school next week because I'm not really sure how much longer I can do this crap with a capital C. So we are supposed to be continuing our co-parenting talk that we started on Monday, and I had a couple people reach out. Thank you, it's appreciated as always. I do have a little bit of the male perspective on things too, which is nice, so I will share that with you guys today, and I don't know, we'll see where it goes. As I said on Monday, I mean, I can only speak from my perspective, being like the primary caregiver and the mom. I don't know what it's like to have been with my kids every single day and then had that, in a sense, taken away. So the feedback that I did receive is much of what I thought it was going to be, but like, I can't even imagine what that's like to not be able to have access to your kids when you want to have access to your kids, or have to fight for it, or have your kids used as collateral against you. I mean, I don't believe in using your kids as collateral at all. That's not cool. It's not, they're not property, you know what I mean? Like, as much as you think that you're getting back at the other person, that's not, the kid's losing in the end, and you're just creating so much more animosity and so much more stress in a situation that's already stressful to begin with. So definitely, don't do it. Definitely try and stay away from that as much as you possibly can. And unfortunately, certain decisions that you make and conversations that you have with the other parent, they may construe it as you trying to use the kid against them, or trying to um, hurt them by like withholding access, or like whatever decisions you make, saying no. But you have to always keep in mind that the reason why you're saying no is like for that kid's best interest and not about hurting the other person. So back to talking about being there every day to being there on the weekends or whatever your arrangement is, the feedback that I got was that it was absolutely devastating. And I mean, I can only imagine, you are waiting for your your kids are waiting for you when you come home from work normally, and no one's waiting for you. So I can't imagine how lonely that is, and how you probably are feeling like, what is your purpose at this point? And it could be dark. I can definitely see how that could like spiral, like mental health issues and just a whole bunch of other stuff. It's grief. Like, it's a grieving process. Like, you've lost something that is a part of you, essentially. So I mean, as much as like we grieve like romantic relationships, when that relationship ended with the other parent, like, you're kind of feeling a sense of loss, not being able to have your kids there. And then you've got like the other parent on the other hand who has the kids all the time and is just like, shit. Like, I mean, I wish that I could switch places. And I feel like we just always think that the grass is greener on the other side, and they both really have shitty, really, really shitty parts to them. I mean, there's also great parts to them too. So it's definitely going to be that whole shifting perspective to try and find the silver lining. I think that's probably the most important. So another thing that was brought to my attention, was also trying to touch on how you can create a friendship in your co-parenting relationship. That's hard. I don't have all of the answers for that at all. Like, in my own personal situation, um, I have three girls from like my first relationship way back, and that has been over for over 6 years now. And I wouldn't say that me and their dad are friends. We kind of, I don't even think we coexist. Like, we don't really have a relationship at all. He has a relationship with my oldest. He doesn't help, like, in any way, shape, or form. And I accepted that a couple years back and have kind of been living my life a lot better, not having the expectations of him do stuff, which is not cool because, I mean, he basically just gets off the hook. But I'm okay with it, and I've accepted it. Now, with my youngest dad, that's a bit of a different situation. That's still pretty fresh to me. She is young. I still 100% have feelings. So it's really hard to try and co-parent when you still have an attachment to someone. It's really hard to kind of navigate and separate your feelings, and have realistic expectations, because I mean, in the back of my mind, I feel like I always still expect that we're to be doing this together. And as much as you can do it together when you're co-parenting, like you're not actually together. So it's been really rough. It's been definitely a year of soul searching and trying to figure out um, who I am, what I need, what I can give without sacrificing myself, because I'm typically a self-sacrificer, which is not cool and not fun. Having been through this before and like knowing all this now, it leads me to believe that there's no real recipe to like having a friendship after your breakup and for the sake of your kids and whatnot. It's more about time. Like it's really time. It's going to be you working on you, them working on them, and then you guys coming together and working together, for the sake of your kid. I know for myself, it's really hard going from like having that best friend, that lover, that confidant, essentially to strangers, in order for you to be able to build back something that is sustainable, and that you both want to maintain for the sake of your kids. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with the time heals all on this one, and it works for some and it doesn't work for others. I think that wraps up everything for today. Again, I just want to thank everybody that has reached out. Like, there have been so many people that have just so much to say. Like, it's full of substance, it's thought provoking, it gets me like really thinking on a deeper level, and I really appreciate it, and I love that you guys are like tuned in and waiting for the next video. It gives me something to look forward to as well. So stay safe, stay sane, and we will see you guys on Monday.